Hello, everybody. Let the jank begin. Let the jank continue. Hello, everybody. Let's jank. Alright, let's continue where we left off. We already had some crazy things going on, and we will just continue with this. We continue in this save file here. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Last time we duplicated all of our materia that we had, and because duplicating materia is kind of cool, let's continue with this. This story part is where we are about to... We just rescued Priscilla and we defeated Bottomswell, so this is right before we get the Shiva materia here. And if we go up the stairs here, we would start the Priscilla cutscene where she where she gives us the Shiva materia. So we ignore the group and we go all the way to the Shinra guard here. And now we need to do some precise movement. I am lining up Cloud's foot with the foot from the other guy. And then, sorry, my voice. And then yeah, that was too much. You line the foots up like this. Then we press left. And then we move up and talk to the guy at the same time. That didn't work. Press left, go up and talk to the guy at the same time. Okay, we got it. We got it. So now I have movement during a text box. So with this, we can do the following. You see the old guy there doing his circles. We will wait for the old guy to be around here and then talk to him. When you talk to him, Cloud automatically runs back to the Shinra guard. Now, we don't press the text box away. I have my movement again. So during this cutscene, we go and activate the Priscilla cutscene. Now we have this broken cutscene here, text box I mean. Then we press this away, and now I have free movement again. And now we put Cloud right here where he normally is in the cutscene. Then we press this text box. This is also broken. We just continue the cutscene. Now we have another broken text box. We press this away. This cutscene basically just plays out normally. The only weird thing is I have movement, which I shouldn't have. Then we continue all of this until Priscilla gives us the Shiva materia. Now we got the Shiva materia, but since I have movement, I can just walk out. And then I go back in, and now the Priscilla cutscene can be re-triggered. The Priscilla cutscene is now gone, but the game has not finished the cutscene, so you can repeat the cutscene. You have to repeat the cutscene. And like this, you could get infinite Shiva materia. Because now we look, I have Shiva here, and we can do this process as much as we like. Let me try it again. Maybe I can do it again. Line up the foot, press left, go up and talk to the guy at the same time. Didn't work. It's a bit precise, but okay, I think this is okay. We press left. Nope, that was too much. This is good. We press left, talk to the guy and walk up at the same time. Didn't work. Press left, go up. Nope. Okay, we got it again. Then we wait for the old guy to be around here. Cloud walks automatically back. Now I have my movement again. I can activate the cutscene here. Oh. I think I messed up. Yeah. I shouldn't have skipped the text box there. So you have to make sure one text box is always on the screen. Because if you skip all that and Cloud has his movement, the game just completely gives up on what is correct and what is not. So I would try one last time here. Press left. Didn't work. Nope. Nope. It is finicky for sure, but you can make it. Nope. Okay, I got it. Now we wait for the old man again. Because if we speak to the old man here, Cloud will run against the wall here and softlock. So we have to wait for him to be around here, then talk to him. Cloud runs back. Now we have movement again. Then we activate the cutscene, but don't press the text box away until she is in spot. Okay, we put this away. Stay here. Press all the buttons. She will give me Shiva again. I have my movement still. I can go out. Go back out. And now I can repeat this process as much as I want. And I can get infinite Shiva materia as much as I like to. That's the Shiva duplication. Which is pretty cool. Now, for that was for Shiva, but we can do something a bit better than this, because we can also do this with the Ifrit materia. We can also do the Ifrit duplication. And everybody knows that you get Ifrit after Jenova, after you fight Jenova. So now is the question, how can you duplicate the Ifrit materia when you have to fight Jenova all the time? For it to get it, I mean. You fight her, and after you win, you get Ifrit. So how can you duplicate Ifrit? Well, first of all, we have to follow the story here. I can also make this faster. Just put some people in your party. run away from this. Okay, so now we go here. This is the room where we fight Jenova. And that's what we are going to do now. We have to fight Jenova here. I will activate the cheats so we can defeat her pretty easily. Just skip through everything here. Activate the cheats. Use the limits. Limit spamming. Good. Okay. So now we defeated Jenova. The different materia is right there. We will skip all of the text boxes here. Okay. After this text box, we press once. Here again. The party leaves. And we have movement of Clod. I will turn off the encounters here, if there are any, I don't know. Okay, so how was this again? We collect Ifrit. So now you can see there is a ladder. We can grab this ladder. But we can also talk to this guy, which has a text box. And you know this game with text boxes. So what we are going to try and do is grab the ladder and talk to the guy at the same time. Which is, to be honest, very difficult. When I made the save file for this episode here, it took me 15 minutes to get it once. So I'm not sure how long we will be here. So you will just see me repeatedly trying to do this. I got it! Wow! Nice. What you want is the text box to be there. And Cloud needs to have to grab the ladder. And now we can move while the text box is up. And now, if you leave the screen, we would be at Costa del Sol, right? So we have the text box up. I try to leave the screen. Another text box appears. And after I skip this text box, now I have movement of Cloud again. If I press away this text box, Cloud will automatically leave the screen and we will go to Costa del Sol. But because I have movement, I can just exit the screen myself. Now we're back here. We go back in and Jenova is still alive. And now we can fight Jenova an infinite amount of times and get the Ifrit materia an infinite amount of times, just like Shiva. And what is also pretty cool is the fact that Jenova gives a very good amount of experience. She gives a lot of money. And you get an additional white cape after each battle, which protects against Frog. So it's pretty good for Gongaga section when you don't want to be turned into a frog. You can also sell all those white capes for more money. So yeah, this duplication method of Ifrit is much better than Shiva, since you get some good experience points for the early game, some good amount of money, and you get the white cape each time you fight her. And of course you get the Ifrit materia each time. So we just skip all of this until the party leaves the screen. We collect Ifrit, now we check. We have 2 Ifrit Materia here. I have 2 white capes, one here, another one there. And now if I want to repeat this process, all I do is try to talk to the guy here and grab the ladder at the same time, which again can be a bit finicky, but it is doable. Not too easy, but also not too difficult. Okay, I got it again. Nice. So now we go here, wait for the text box to appear, press this text box away. Now I have free movement. I can just leave the screen again, go back in, and now we can fight Jenova for the 3rd time, get more money, get more experience, get a 3rd white cape, get another Ifrit Materia, and so on and so forth, as much as you like. So yes, that's the Ifrit duplication. Continuing with yeah, what's next? Let me see first. My notes were above the reactions, so I didn't see them. My bad. Okay, so now we go in here. This is for the huge materia in Fort Condor. I have recently done a quiz to Final Fantasy VII, and this question was also asked by myself in the exam. And I think the few people that did the exam, I think it was only 2 or 3, that had the question wrong because it sounded so unbelievable, but it's actually true, so let me show you. Again, we are here at Fort Condor, and we are about... Good old exam. Yes. We are about to fight the battle for the huge materia. So we start the battle. Oops, no. Okay, ready. We start the battle. And we just wait for the enemies to attack us. Until then, we can enjoy this music, I guess. Which is not a bad theme, it's just... It's just for Fort Condor, so it has a bad reputation, I guess. Have the battle speed at the very max and times 3 on, and it still takes like years until they reach the spot. Alright, so now we fight this battle, but we won't actually fight this battle because we will be killing ourselves here. We will lose the fight. Oh, they actually healed from trying. Whoops. We fell in battle. It says game over. We get kicked out. Cid falls flat. Even if you could only spare them. A random text by that guy. And then we are here. God, what the hell happened here? He's still alive. It seems we survived. Damn, I can't stand this. Oh man, you look like hell. We might have underestimated this situation. This ain't no joke, Jack. Oh man, this is real bad. This is a rather harsh reality. And every party member there has different text boxes. I checked them off screen. It's not worth for that bit to do this multiple times, but yeah. As you can see now, they put away the rope. Who the fuck is Jack though? I don't know. I guess it's a saying. So yeah, you are officially kicked out of Fort Condor. You are never allowed to go back up there. Even if you won all the other battles, the optional battles, like you won all of them for them. But if you fight the huge Materia battle for the story and you lose that, they just kick you out because you suck. They are like skill issue and they just kick you out and you are never allowed to go back up there. I'm sorry, I don't know what is with my voice today. I hate this. Oh, you also start with 1 HP. This is also interesting. Well, yeah, you can get kicked out of Fort Condor forever. Nobody likes this place anyway, so let's continue. This is a wild one. The next one. So let's go here. Or maybe I will show this later. I don't think I have a cold. Do I? I feel okay. So far, of course. It's getting cold here. Let me show you... I will show you this one later. Let me just show you this first. Because this has some text, some story part to skip. We are here with Barret and Tifa, where Clod is lost. And they both get executed here. We skip all of this. This is not really jank, but it is kind of funny because you would never do this. So it's also something I felt like showing. I'll be interested to see what this is going to look like in the third remake game. Slap Scarlet to the moon glitch? That would be nice. Or you slap her so hard she falls off the cannon and just dies. And drowns. That would be cool. With the sound from Smash Bros. With the... what was it called? The baseball bat? Yeah. Sith is actually helping us. I find it funny that you actually have to go this way because you can't go this way since she's like blocking the path here. We skip some more cutscenes. have to say, this cannon shot looks completely lame. I hope this looks better in Remake. The explosion at the end was kinda nice, but yeah, the cannon shot itself is like, pew, lame. And it's kinda useless, yeah, if they attack from the side. This cutscene is pretty cool, yeah. How they try to stop the weapon. And how this guy shakes here at the right and just falls off. Very cool. So you have to tell me if it was worth to see all of these cutscenes just for the little thing I'm going to show you. Totally worth. I mean, yeah, the cutscene it's pretty cool. Let's be honest. Okay, so all you need is the manipulate materia here, and you can give yourself the hypno crown, so your manipulation rate, I can't speak, increases. Then we turn off the battles, and then we are going to find us exactly this fight with the two soldiers. So we manipulate one. We manipulated the soldier second class, and then we use Sword of Doom on the other soldier. And now all they do forever on is attack each other. I guess their ego is so bad they just hate themselves. Like, they hate anyone who attacks them, even if they are from the same league. They can also use Sword of Doom on each other. So, good game. It's looking very good for the soldier on the left. Oh, they retaliate. Will he counter? He counters, okay. Sword of Doom. Nice. And he dies. That's wild. So yeah, that's the funny thing I wanted to show. If you manipulate the soldier second class and you attack the other soldier, they just keep on attacking themselves until one of them dies, and then you can just manipulate the other one again and he can kill himself. So yeah, that's it. Pretty silly. I didn't know this, so it was worth showing off. Right, next up is something that took me... Rip Soldier 2nd Class B, you will always be remembered. But anyway, get wrecked, guys. Now this next one is something very, silly, and it is not really worth showing off, in my opinion, but I still did it because it is pretty rare to see. It took some time to prepare. Which file is it? It's this one. So in this file, I have sold everything I have. All my items are just one single power wrist and a high potion. Everything else I sold. Whatever I could sell, I sold. I have no weapons, no real armor, I have nothing, I sold everything. But with all the money, I bought myself a ton of materia. As you can see, I have billions of fire, billions of ice, and billions of lightning materia. Why did I do this? I do this to show you that when you reach the materia cap, like, I think this is 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, or 200 even. 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 200. Yeah, so you can have 200 materia in your inventory, and perhaps a few more if you equip them. So, yes, we have a ton of materia here, and the reason for that is this. Now we are here at Priscilla again, and stupid music bug. Wait. Let's hope for the music to work. Okay. Now we get the Shiva materia from her, but we have no materia place anymore. We have 200 materia. So there is no way for the Shiva materia to be in our inventory, right? So what happens then? We skip through all of this. Now she says, I will give you something special. But now she says this. It's at my house, so come by later to pick it up, okay? She cannot give you the Shiva materia because your inventory is completely full. So instead she says it's at my house, so you have to get it later yourself. Which is crazy. You have so much materia you can't equip anymore. So the devs knew we have to code something here. We have to code something here. They coded it this way so they can get, so you cannot lose the Shiva materia, which is very interesting. On a side note, you have a reply on Discord. It's for participation and watching to gauge interest, and you can participate in as many tournaments as you can. Yeah, you mean the what's the name? Melody of Memory. Yes, you mean the Melody of Memory tournament. I will just say it. This year there was not supposed to be a Melody of Memory tournament because the host can't do it this year or something, or the host just doesn't want to. But they still said they are interested in hosting one, so they are searching for people who want to participate and for people who can potentially host the tournament. So there is a Google form going around at the moment where you can put your interest in and say, yes, I am interested to participate and watch the tournament. So yeah, that's nice, and maybe if we can hope, there will be a tournament for this game this year too, so I can also participate in that again, which would be nice. Too bad you have no idea about the game. Thank you very much for posting the form. So if anyone is interested, please click on the link in the chat there and show your interest in the tournament happening. And if it actually happens in the future, I would be very happy, and I would thank you all for this. I think all you need to do is you put your email address there, and then you can click on showing interest for the tournament. So feel free to do that. No need to, of course. But if you do that, I would very much appreciate it. And there's also a link to the server if you wish. But yeah, that server is for Kingdom Hearts fans only. So if you don't play the games, no need to join that server. But the Google form link is pretty interesting. So thank you again, Ben, for sharing this. And I guess I continue now. Where was I? Yeah, we have so much materia in our inventory that we cannot have the Shiva materia, and we need to pick it up ourselves. And I find it interesting that the developers coded it this way, since no human being on Earth has so much money at the beginning of this game that you can buy tons of materia, so your inventory is completely full. Again, I fought enemies for an hour, selling all my equipment, fighting enemies over and over to earn money, and with all the money, buying myself tons of lightning, ice, and fire materia. One materia is 600 gil, so this took a while. So now we can go and try to pick up the Shiva materia in Priscilla's house. It's up on her bed here. We go up. You cannot take on any more materia. Please discard some materia. But now if I equip myself with one, now I can pick it up. But now if I want to remove the materia here, I can't because I have too much. So yeah, this is pretty interesting that the game is coded this way. Very interesting that you can actually pick this up later. Okay, and now I will show you something very crazy. It doesn't look crazy, but it actually is pretty crazy this time around. We go here. Okay, so this, what I'm showing you here is, does only work on disk 3. So you have to be on disk 3 for this. And you have to have not gotten every huge materia. If we look, yeah, the huge materia aren't even here anymore. But I have the Bahamut and Neo Bahamut materia, but I do not have the Bahamut Zero materia. The Bahamut Zero materia you only get when you have all huge materia, all 4 of them, and when you found Bahamut and Neo Bahamut. Only then you can get Bahamut Zero. And I didn't collect every huge materia in this file, so I cannot get the Bahamut Zero materia. But on disk 3, there is a 0.4% chance of digging up Bahamut Zero in Bone Village. Here. you can dig up items here, and there is, I think, a 0.4% chance of digging up Bahamut Zero. So the chance is basically 1 in 800 million or whatever. So you would never even try to dig up Bahamut Zero here, because the chance is so low. But what if I make it so easy for you to pick this up every single time? And I will show you how. You are here, then you talk to this guy, you want to start digging, we go to Good Treasure. And now you position Cloud right, you go around here. I guess this should work here. Also, you don't, this is also something people don't know, you do not have to pay any money to dig. You don't have to do this, because Cloud himself also counts as a person that is digging. So if I press order a search, there will be a guy standing right here where Cloud is standing to dig up in that spot, which costs 100 gil, but Cloud himself also counts. So I can just press done, and I don't have to pay anything at all, and someone will dig up here, and I get the item that is here, and I don't have to pay anything. So you can dig up items here for free, no need to pay anything. So you dig up at that spot, you open the chest, and you will get a Mega Elixir. This you have to do, because otherwise it doesn't work. So you get the Mega Elixir here. Then you do this process again. You start digging. Good Treasure. Then you go at the same spot, right about here. You dig again. No need to pay anything. I hope this works now. Okay, so now you don't open the chest. You don't open the chest and you just leave. It's crazy that you can actually do this. You can just leave without opening the chest. Then you save. Let's save. Let's save here. So you saved. And then you will quit the game. And reload the save. And now, before you load the save, get yourself your phone or a timer or whatever else you have. And when we go into Bone Village, the second we go into Bone Village and the screen starts fading in, from then on, you activate a timer, and at exactly 12 seconds, you open the chest. So I will show you. I go into the save file, and I will go into Bone Village now. And while the screen into Bone Village is loading, you press start on the timer, and when you reach exactly 12 seconds, you open the chest. Let's see if I can do it. I think I started my timer a bit too early, but let's wait 12 seconds. I am looking at my clock. And I open the chest right at 12 seconds. Now. Boom. Bahamut Zero. Isn't that wild? Isn't that actually crazy? We don't care about the 0.4% chance or 4% chance or whatever. With this setup, you just get Bahamut Zero each time. Crazy death secrets. You have to, again, this only works on disk 3. and only if you don't have the materia. If you collected all the huge materia and you have Bahamut Zero already, this won't work. So this only works if you don't have Bahamut Zero. Let's say you messed up getting a huge materia, one of them. But you do want to have Bahamut Zero, you can easily do this trick and have the materia. There it is. Pretty cool. Alright, let's continue with the next funny stuff. Now on my list is the Vincent mug glitch, but I already showed that to you, so I guess we can skip this. Again, to reiterate, the Vincent mug glitch only works with 5 specific weapons. That being the long barrel R, the short barrel, the Winchester, the sniper CR, and the death penalty. And if Vincent uses mug, the next animation gets completely skipped. So you can skip summon animations, you can skip limit breaks, you can skip everything. You can even skip the death animation of an enemy. Let's say Vincent's mug actually kills an enemy. Let's see that. I can show that. Let's get into a battle and have Vincent kill the enemy with the mug glitch. There's the enemy. Vincent uses mug. And the death animation was just completely skipped. Before the enemy died, we were already celebrating. In some cases it's even funnier because the enemy in that battle still disappeared, but sometimes the enemy doesn't even disappear and your characters will still be happy. Maybe you can do this here too. Alright, let's see. Okay, the enemy still disappeared, but it does work that the enemy sometimes doesn't even disappear and the party is still happy. Okay, so, but this save file has even more weird stuff. Let me show that. Why did I equip myself with this? What did I want to show here? I guess I can do have barrier. Yes, I have this. Do I have this equipped? Yes, I have. Do you have manipulate? No. Do you have manipulate? You have the Hypno Crown? Okay. Let's get into a random battle here. Can I manipulate this guy? Does that work? Okay, it works. So I won't say anything. Maybe you will notice what happens. Just watch what happens. Maybe you will see. If you look very closely, you might notice something. Well, as you can see, Cloud is surely, but slowly, sneaking up on that enemy here. And now he's even standing right next to him, facing the same direction. So yeah, you can continue this all the time and follow Cloud wherever he goes. This is a pretty silly glitch. I can make this faster too, so it goes by faster. So let's see where Cloud can actually go. What you need for this to work is the Reflect Ring and the Wall Magic. Because for some reason, the Wall Magic, right before it ends, the animation, right before the animation ends, it gets cancelled by Reflect in some weird way. So Cloud just continues to jump forward all the time. You need the HP to MP materia because you need to cast a lot of walls to be able to go faster, and you can't throw items at Cloud, because if you throw an item to him, he will spawn right next to Vincent again. So you can't attack with him, you can't throw items at him. All of that would break the cycle and Cloud would return back to his original place. So that's why we have HP to MP materia, so he can cast it all the time and just continue his way wherever he wants to go. He just goes. I mean, look at him. He's at the edge of the place here. And he keeps going. And now he will slowly disappear in the background here in a minute. I have W magic equipped, so we can cast wall even more times. Quadra magic wall does not work because the animation only gets cast once and then just repeats 4 times. But with W magic, the animation happens twice. So W magic is better than Quadra magic in this case. And we just continue to cast wall, and now you can see he really starts to disappear behind whatever that is. Let's see how much farther he can go. You also need to have the Reflect Ring, because if you cast Reflect normally, it only lasts for like 4 rounds and then Reflect disappears. Whoa, this camera was interesting right now. Look at the camera. Completely weird, not knowing where to show. But I like how the camera still goes towards Cloud wherever he is. Screw it, guys, I'm out of here. And now he's in the void. The camera completely zooms out here, which is pretty cool. He is behind the wall You get it? Behind the wall. That was terrible. I didn't even intend to. But I realized at the same time. Horrible pun. Horrible. So now let's see how much further he can go. Oh no, he's a wall now. That's right, X. And now, look where he is. Do you have any idea where Cloud is at the moment? He went all the way to the left and reappears behind the party and sneaks up behind the party. He did a whole turnaround and is behind the party, slowly sneaking back up to where he originally was. But the funny thing here is, I can just attack with Cloud now, and he will completely zoom in the enemy and kill him from way back there. Like, he is way back there, I press attack and he will rush in from way back there and kill the enemy. Boom. It is even funnier if you, like, want to do limit breaks with this. I could have done that as well, but you know, screw it. Let's do it. Do I have Omni Slash here? I don't, right? I don't have. Maybe I can use... Wait, let's do this with... Which limit break would be the most funny? I think Clem Hazard or Blade Beam. Should we do Blade Beam? So the blade, so the beam completely goes through the whole screen. I don't know which limit break would look the coolest. Maybe Meteor Rain. So the meteors come from way back on the right, completely to the left on the enemy. Yeah, let's do Meteor Rain. Let's do Meteor Rain and see what happens. This is the worst encounter you can give me here. Are you serious? Give me another encounter, please. Oh, now we are at the beach. This is also a cool spot, I guess. So we manipulate the enemy because if the enemy attacks Cloud, Cloud would spawn right back at his own place. So that's why we have to manipulate. And also, this is a side attack, so this will look even better with Vincent being completely elsewhere as well. Slowly creeping next to the enemy and greeting Vincent. I guess he has to say something very important to him during this fight. Now they are standing next to each other. This looks so weird. Look at Cloud and Vincent there. This is funny. I don't actually know if this also works with barrier or M-barrier, but I don't want to test it out right now, because if not, Cloud would spawn back at the usual spot. I am very sure, as you can see, that it works with wall, so we will just double cast wall all the time to be safe. I will continue until Cloud disappears behind the walls here. So he attacks from the void with Meteor Rain. Now we are way back there, behind the wall. Let's do it a few more times. Just a bit more. So we are completely in the void. Why the wall spam? That's because I'm just showing off a funny glitch that you can do. If you have the reflect ring equipped and you cast wall on yourself, Cloud will completely jump forward all the time. That's why he is way back there at the wall. So it just looks ridiculous to me. And now I want to use Meteor Rain to hit the enemy. So Cloud just starts the limit break from way behind the wall. Yeah, he has officially become the wall. I think this is far enough. Yeah, this is far enough. I guess we can start using Meteor Rain from here. Let's see what happens. Let's go, Cloud. Meteor Rain from way behind the wall. And Cloud is... he is not even here. He even celebrated way behind the wall. That's crazy. It was worth. That was worth. Nice. Alright, so next up, what else can I show? Do I have the cover materia? I should. Let me see here. Cover, there it is. Only 30% chance, but yeah, we will see. So we give Cloud cover, and the game is coded that... Glad I dipped in here for a spell. Yeah, nice to have you here. You came at the right moment. I'm just showing off some weird glitches because I already completed the game 100% for the first time. Alright, so Cloud has the cover materia equipped. And now if we try to throw an elixir to Vincent, there is a possibility that Cloud will cover the elixir. Since the materia is only 40% leveled up, we need to wait to see if Cloud actually covers. Okay, he covered it. And he was behind the character, which is also very weird. For some reason, the cover materia will always cover an elixir if it's mastered. So sometimes when you throw an elixir to someone, but the other party member has a cover materia equipped. Instead of throwing the elixir on the character you wanted, the character with the cover materia will cover the elixir and get the elixir instead, which is also pretty funny. And then there's the item Ink, which uses darkness against an opponent. Darkness usually lowers the accuracy of hitting an opponent. Oh, I think Vincent has the ribbon on. That's why it didn't work. Let's throw it on Cid. So Cid has now lower accuracy. But the item Ink is specifically to cause darkness on an enemy. So let's do this. This is the intended use. So the left enemy has now darkness, but it will actually not lower his accuracy at all. So the item Ink is absolutely completely useless. You can ink every enemy in the game, but it will not lower the accuracy. So this item is completely useless, but you still need it for 100%. So yeah, that's how useless this item is. But that's about it, I guess. That's all I wanted to show in this part here. Now it's fine. Yeah, ink is just completely useless. No need to ever use it. And now let me show that you can actually skip a specific battle here, which is also pretty easy to skip. Items in this game are actually pretty broken if you know how to use, but some items are just very unnecessary. Grenades are at the start of the game pretty broken actually. They do much more damage than you. So you could sell a lot of your stuff or fight some battles to get some money and then buy 50, 60 grenades. And you can just kill all the enemies in Midgar when you start the game and kill them very fast. So grenades are pretty overpowered at the beginning of the game, but afterwards they just are completely useless. So this is the spot where you fight the Midgar-Turks. They will appear here. If you did the Yuffie side quest, you get to choose if you want to fight the Turks or not. But if you didn't do the Yuffie side quest, you have to fight the Turks here. But you can actually skip the battle against the Turks even if you didn't do the Yuffie side quest. And all you need to do for this is the following. I will turn off the encounters here so it doesn't happen. There is a trigger here at the front that activates the Turks appearing. But if you walk up to this pillar like this and just go around the pillar slowly, you completely skipped the fight. Because for some reason the trigger to enter the battle is not really properly coded at the pillar. So if you slowly just walk around the pillar, you completely skip the trigger and you don't have to fight the Turks at all. You can also just go back again the same way and you will not trigger the battle. It's very easy to skip. Like, this is not a hard trick. You can just easily skip this. I can do it again. Just go straight to the pillar, hug the pillar, go around it, and you skip the trigger to fight the Turks. If I go back now, the trigger is here, and now we can fight the Turks. So even if you didn't do the Yuffie side quest, you can still skip this fight completely, which is crazy. Yeah, I would advise, or not advise, but if you one day replay this game, buy more grenades. Like, don't sell all your stuff if you want to keep them. And now I accidentally pressed to fight the battle here. Let's just activate the cheats to get through here. But I would say if you want to replay this game again, buy some grenades, like 20 or 30 grenades. So just spam grenades in every battle, and the boss fights too, it will go pretty smoothly. I didn't want to fight this. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show here. Now we can continue with what do I have next here on my list. Let's load this one. Alright, this is another case of having a bunch of materia. Like, I have every materia slot full here, which costed some time again, and a lot of money. So, if you have a full materia stash, we learned with the Shiva materia, that Priscilla does not give you the Shiva materia if you have a full inventory. So you have to go back and pick it up yourself whenever. But this is not the case for Kujata for some reason. I mean, the developers thought, maybe the player has 200 materia at the start of the game somehow. So if Priscilla gives you the Shiva materia, so it doesn't get lost, we will put it in her room and you can pick it up later. Which is wild, because no human player on Earth has so much money to buy 200 materia at the very start of the game. But this I don't understand then. If they do this for the Shiva materia, why did they not do this for the Kujata materia? Because now we are at the Sleeping Forest. I have a full materia stash, so I cannot pick up any more materia. Kujata is here somewhere, if I can grab it. Unless you're Dick Tree, yeah, that guy is crazy for doing what he did. Alright, we received the Kujata materia. Officially received the Kujata materia. I press the text box away, I go in my inventory, and I scroll all the way down and there's no Kujata materia. Now, for this save file, the Kujata materia is gone forever. I can never get a Kujata materia again. So in this file, you could technically never get 100% anymore, which is wild. It's just completely lost forever. I don't know why they do this for Shiva at the very start of the game, where you can't have 200 materia, but at the end, towards the end of the game, where you have multiple materia, they don't do this, so you lose Kujata forever. Oversight? If that's an oversight, then the game, I don't know, the developers had a lot of oversights. But that's why I love this game. Yeah, that's what I guess, that they never noticed, and it's just a result of coding. Now another funny thing, which is actually pretty obvious, but nobody really bats an eye, that it's actually possible. So let's take this golden chocobo here. Wait, how do I want to show this off? Let's take the high wind and place the high wind here. And now I take my golden chocobo and go all the way back to the farm. I don't know where I am at here during the story in this save file, but this is not a finished save file. You can do this basically any time during the story. So let's say you parked your Highwind in the coral section, and now you go into the farm, and now you just say release, and now we can release all our chocobos and say goodbye to them, which is sad, but something we can do. I will do this quicker. Just release all the chocobos you have. Even the golden, goodbye. And now you technically soft lock the game, because there's no way for you to return to Coral, since the Highwind is all the way at Coral, and you need to get a golden chocobo to go back to the Highwind, or maybe not a golden chocobo, I guess. It could also work with a blue one. But for that you will need to do races, which you can't because you're all the way at Midgar. So you basically just completely soft lock the game. It is very easy to do in this game, but nobody really noticed it. Just park your Highwind, take your golden chocobo, let your golden chocobo be free, and now you're stuck on this continent forever. You could say maybe the ship is still there, but it's not. I mean, I can't even get to Junon. I just noticed, look at this. Because of the crater, I cannot even get to Junon anymore. Even if the ship is there, I mean, which is not, the ship is not there anymore. It disappears after Disc 2, I think, or during the events of Disc 2, the ship disappears, so you can't take the ship from Junon to Costa del Sol. But even if, I cannot even go to Junon anymore. I am completely soft-locked on this continent, and yeah, that's it. It's pretty silly. I know you can skip one of the map points. Are there others? And is Knights of the Round Land glitchable? I actually don't know. I actually don't know about that. If there is something, then I don't know. But yeah, I have some other glitches to show off. This is just poor jank showing. So yeah, you can completely soft lock your game here. Nice. Pretty funny. Yeah, trying is nice and all. I don't know how, like, there are so many glitches in this game that some people found out after like days and months of trying and testing. I don't know how they can actually do that, because I have multiple save files here. These are all different save files for different glitches to show off, and this already took me like days of preparation. And I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they can fit that into their daily life. Alright, let's do another funny thing. Let's go here. Is this the save? Yeah, the dedication is crazy, but I get it too at the same time, because this is like my favorite game of all time. And if I could somehow like make it a living so I can play this game, I would be dedicated to do more crazy things with this. But like you have to go to work, you have to earn money and all that, so I don't have the time. But in my free time, I love to do anything about this game. Just figuring out whatever stupid things you can find out here. So, yeah. Next up, where was this place? I think we need to go here. There is a certain enemy in this area here. Wait, not here. Let's go this way. And then we go up. Or I think the enemy spawns here. Let's try here. There is an enemy called the Trick Play. Yes, that's the enemy. Let's sit here in this battle for a while and wait for a specific move. These enemies can do a move that is called Gold Mountain, I think. But they're not doing it for some reason. They are not playing along. Let me run away. Is this the right enemy even? I need to sense materia. Let's find out. There's a certain enemy called Trick Play. And this enemy has the move that is called Gold Mountain. And the funny thing about that is that whenever they use the move Gold Mountain in the fight, you actually earn... Yeah, this is the right enemy. So they use Gold Mountain twice. And for each cast of Gold Mountain, you actually get 800 gil after the battle. So if you wait here for a while and they cast Gold Mountain all the time, you can actually earn a lot of money after this fight. They used Gold Mountain like 4 times now, which, if my math adds up, now they casted it 5 times. I think it's 800 gil per cast. So just wait here for a bit, let them cast Gold Mountain all the time, and then finish them off, and you get more money. I guess meanwhile I can show this. Okay, how do I show this without killing them? Okay, let's see. I have cross slash with Clod, so I use this, and then I tell Cid to mime the cross slash, which is pretty funny. So this guy dies, and now Cid will try to mime cross slash. And then it says Cid cannot mimic cross slash, which is pretty funny to read. I can press mime again. The limit break animation starts, but the character cannot mime the limit break, which is kind of funny. Now let's kill this guy and see how much money we got. They casted Gold Mountain like 6 times, I think. 6-7 times. And yeah, I got 6,400 gil from this battle alone. And you can just sit there and grind passive money like this, yeah, basically. I didn't know this. I mean, yes, Gold Mountain, and it does the money sound, so you could get behind it. But yeah, I didn't know this, so it's not bad at all. Yes, it's actually pretty nice. Maybe in the future when you play this game or you do a challenge run and you need money, but you don't know how and you don't want to fight all the time, just wait in that battle, let them cast Gold Mountain, and then you have some money. Alright, next up. Oh, this one's pretty funny. This one's pretty funny. You want to be in this area here in Coral, And you want the battle with the 2 bombs. So let's see if we can find that battle. Alright, here it is. I have tested this, and for me it only worked with the Comet spell. So I don't know if you can just kill him normally and if this still works, but for me the Comet spell has always worked, so I'm sticking with Comet. So you have 2 bombs here. And you know that when you are about to kill them, if you do just enough damage to them, but without killing them, they blow up and you don't get any experience. The funny thing is, if you cast... who has Revive? You. Do I have Phoenix Downs here? I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. So let's just cast Revive. I will cast Comet on this bomb, and right after I will cast Revive on the same bomb. So the bomb dies. Tifa gets her turn, and she casts Life on the bomb. Now the bomb is back. And now the bomb does the Bomb Blast, which indicates that the bomb is dead. But you can actually... The bomb is still in the battle, and you can cast Revive on it again. So we do that. We revive the bomb. Okay, it missed for some reason. Why did it miss? Can you not miss when I try to show off? Okay, let's try a Phoenix Down then. There it is. This should work. Okay, this is... wait, maybe I have to do this again, and then this. The enemy just died again, and we revive him again. Okay, I did it. And now the bomb is completely busted. Like, you saw that animation. That did not look correct. And now we can kill the bomb again. The camera pans up for some reason, going nowhere. The bomb is all the way up there. The animation is completely broken. Like, I don't know what is going on here, but it's pretty funny. We keep on killing and reviving the bomb. And how the camera just goes all the way up. And the bomb itself is completely broken. And I can still target the bomb. It is still in the battle for some reason. So yeah, keeping the cycle works with the Comet spell. I haven't seen it work with other spells, but Comet always worked. So yeah, the bomb is still in the battle. I can select it. It is just way up somewhere else. Let's see if I can make it... maybe something even weirder happens if I continue with this. Oh, I can't target the bomb anymore. Yeah, I was too late, I guess. Yeah. I can't target the bomb anymore. Alright. Well, that was all. Pretty stupid glitch in the animation of the bomb. And in this save file I can also show you something else. Let's speed this up here. Now we go back to Junon. Where's the high wind? There it is. Junon is here. We go into the elevator here. Now follow along. This was the Junon elevator. We went into the Junon elevator and we took this elevator up. So we are at Upper Junon. Then we go all the way back here. We go down this hallway to the Junon underwater reactor. Then we go down this hallway. We go down this hallway. And we go down this hallway. Now we reached another elevator. This is the elevator that leads down to the underwater reactor. We entered this elevator, but we are not activating the elevator. We just go back out again. Now we go back out all the hallways. We return to Upper Junon. And then we take the helicopter out of Junon. Now we are outside of Junon again. We go back in, take the elevator up again, and now we should be at Upper Junon, right? That's where we should be now. Since this is the first elevator, now we should be at Upper Junon, but we are at the underwater reactor for whatever reason. And the music bug is messing around. But yeah, if you do this, the game is gets confused where you are, in which elevator you are. So it puts you in the underwater reactor. This is the Junon elevator warp. It's pretty useless. It has nothing specific going on, but yeah, that's the Junon elevator warp. Alright, I have 3 more things to show. One thing takes a bit of time. No, I have 4 things to show. One thing takes a bit of time. The other one I haven't really learned yet. And the third and fourth one I could show now. So I'm thinking about showing the 2 other things I have. And the 2 other things, the one thing that I haven't learned properly yet, and the other thing that takes a bit of time, to show them next stream. And after showing them, we collect the final materia, and then we finish the game 100% and finish the game. That's what I'm thinking. So let's do that. Let's go here. Oh wait, I will show that last. Let's go. And Vincent marks safe for Sephiroth, yes. So we skip his death animation. That will be nice. Okay. In this save file, I have Sneak Attack Revive. The Sneak Attack is only level 1, so it might take some time to pull this off. So let's just run around and get into a battle. And now we have to hope that Cloud sneak attacks. Nope. So the sneak attack materia is like once the battle starts, your character immediately does the materia combined next to it. So if I am lucky, Cloud will immediately start the battle with casting Revive. But since the sneak attack materia isn't leveled up, it only has a 20% chance of going off. So we have to hope. Okay. Cloud was caught by a surprise, so he casted Revive. And now, do you notice something? Look closely. And tell me if you notice something. I guess it's kind of obvious now, but when you sneak attack Revive, your characters that you revive are useless, since their time gauges don't fill up. I cannot use Tifa and Cid in this battle right now. Their ATB gauge is not filling up, so they can't do anything. They're just standing there. I can't use them. And no, they are the same size. Maybe it just looks different on the screen. But yeah. The glitch here is that if you sneak attack Revive, the characters that you revive, their A2B gauge will never fill, so you can't use them. You can't tell them to do anything, they just stand there and do nothing. And if you cast Barrier on them, their barrier is there forever. If you look at the barrier symbol at the bottom, Tifa has M barrier forever and Cid has barrier forever. The gauge is not slowing down at all. It stands there forever. So their time gauges never fill up and the barriers never deplete. So it's pretty useless. That's the sneak attack revive glitch. Pretty useless. Useless jank. Alright, one final thing to show off, and this one is pretty wild. I will not explain, I will just tell you to watch and maybe try to figure out what is happening, because it is very strange. I have never seen it Like, I have never seen something that weird in this game before. That's why I'm keeping it for last here. Which save file is it? This one. Okay. Let's go into the fight with the Midgar Zolon. I will not explain anything, just watch first. I will only explain that Cloud has Quadra Magic Heal equipped. So when he gets attacked, he will cast Heal 4 times. Now watch this. Oh. Whoops. I messed it up. I was stupid. Let me try again. Snake it, baby? Wait, what? Yeah, I messed it up. I should have waited. I only casted Big Guard so the snake doesn't die from the finishing touch, but I casted Big Guard too late, and that's why it messed up. Okay, now we can finishing touch. Now look at this. What happened? What was that? What and why? How? Like... I can't even speak because I don't know what to say. Why did this happen? What happened? Just... why? I want to see it again, so let's repeat. Jank at its best? Yes. So I will skip the casts here. Oh, why did he... I messed up again, I think. I messed up again. Let's see. Okay, just watch this again. This time it was even different than before. He died 3 to 4 times. That's wild. And you can also do this with Blade Beam actually, which is, I think, even more jank. For some reason, Finishing Touch and Blade Beam have something very weird going on. So let's try it with Blade Beam. You can skip this again here. I was trying to cast Mini on Cid, on Clod, so he doesn't kill with the Blade Beam. Okay. Now let's see what happens. This one should be normal. Yes, okay. And look what happens now. Mini Blade Beam. What is happening? Why am I dead? Why am I revived again? Why did the Blade Beam even split? The Blade Beam only splits when there are multiple enemies. But this time it still split and killed me for some reason and then revived me. I did not have the cheat activated. So that makes it even more jank. Let's try something here. What happens now? Okay, I guess I need to restart. And I also appear at the other side. What? I should not have respawned at the other side there, but I spawned there for some reason. Alright, watch this. I hope he doesn't die here. Okay. Now, let the jank begin. What happens now? Let's see. No, don't miss. You have to attack Cloud. Don't miss. Okay. So what happens? He casts Poisona again for 8 million times. What? I'm dead. For some reason, and my MP too. My HP and MP both deleted to 0. and I'm dead. And the funny thing about this, the also funny thing about this is dead people never get experience points. They never do. But if you can see, for Cloud, he has 6,379 experience points needed for the next level. But he's dead. So he shouldn't get the 250 experience points from this. But if I press X, he still got the experience points, even though he is dead. And this is just completely weird. I don't know how it works and why it works, but it does. I mean, let's show it again. Let's show it again. This is the initial blade beam. Everything is normal. The blade beam did not split up, which is normal. We did normal damage. Also normal. Now we wait. And now let's see the wonders. Midgar Yolam. That's a good one. Okay, the blade beam splits up. But this time I didn't die. And the blade beams did 0 damage. Why does the blade beam split up? Why does the blade beam do 0 damage? And why am I alive? What? Before, in the last try, I died. And my MP also depleted. But now I survive. And the blade beam splits up. And it does 0 damage. What is this jank? Why? Also, when I didn't defeat, like, when you go into the swamp here and you encounter the Midgar Zolam and you exit the fight by running away, you should normally respawn at the farm side. But when we did this glitch, we spawned at the Mythril cave side, which is also not normal. I don't know about this game. If you want to see the materia I have counter with mime, magic counter poison, heal, counter mime, quadra magic heal, and cover and ultima for some reason. So yeah, it's just weird why this is the way it is. Well, anyways, my throat hurts, so I will leave it here, and the next stream will probably be the final one. And in the final one I will show off one more glitch, which is pretty interesting, and then I will show something else which I still need to look further into, and then we can collect the final materia and defeat Sephiroth again and finish the game once and for all for 100% completion. Ever played Zelda Link's Awakening? Yes, I have. But that's That's been years now, so I don't remember much of Link's Awakening. Final Fantasy VII, also Vincent Mark safer for good measure. Yeah, absolutely. We will skip completely the death animation of Safer next time. Zelda and Final Fantasy, yeah, good picks. Good picks. I do love Zelda too, but the recent entries I never really cared for. I mostly prefer the older ones. And same goes for Final Fantasy, actually. I prefer the older ones. And not the... Like, I haven't played 15 or 16, so... A Link to the Past is one of the best, yes. One of the best Zeldas. I don't know if it's my favorite. It could be, though. Because I do love Majora's Mask from the setting, but actually playing Majora's Mask, I don't know. Since it's so the same as Ocarina of Time. So I think from the setting, Majora's Mask is my favorite. But from gameplay, I would say A Link to the Past is my favorite. For sure. Maybe I should try that A Link to the Past Super Metroid randomizer one day. That sounds like a wild randomizer. I should, let's play A Link to the Past. That's like something I definitely need to do. But I also want to inflict pain to myself by let's playing Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. So I can really suffer. That's what I want to do in the future. If I have a setup again, I definitely want to play Zelda 2. Which I already hate myself for, but I just want to do it. All about the pain. And when I finish Zelda 2, maybe then I can do A Link to the Past. A Mega Man X, X2 and X3 randomizer which combines all three games. This is also something I kinda want to do. Like, you start with Mega Man X, and when you get hit, the game switches to X2, and then you play X2, and when you get hit, the game switches to X3, and when you get hit again, it switches back to X. That sounds like a cool way to play, but I don't know how to set up something like that. It's just an idea that I thought of. And items you find can be E-tanks for the other game. Randomizer are kinda cool. I think if I have a setup and everything, I will do Final Fantasy VII randomizer too. Like, you start the game and each chest is randomized. So you open the first chest and you get like Bahamut Zero. Easy. Or you get like a very strong weapon from the start, or some weird materia that you can't use. So, or you get the restore materia very late in the game, so you can't properly heal yourself until you get the materia. Or you don't have fire, ice, lightning, instead you get exit or something weird. And the replayability for randomizer are pretty cool. And I definitely want to play New Threat mod for FF7. That I have to do next. I have to. Since it's basically this game with new things, new story elements, yeah, it's like a remake, like hard mode for OG, and that's cool. All right, but anyways, my throat is killing me, so we will see each other in the final stream of this game. Again, I will show one weird glitch, then something else I still have to work for. Then we collect the final materia. Then we check everything again, that we have everything. Like, we have to go through every materia, every item, every limit, if we really actually collected something, because I'm just a human being, I can do mistakes. So before we go and kill Sephiroth again, we will check if we have everything. And once we have everything, which we should, there we go, kill Sephiroth, and then the game is completed 100%. What a journey. What a crazy journey. But that's all for next time. So thank you very much for watching more jank about this game. And we will finish this janky adventure next time, in the next stream probably. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much. Have a good day, have a good night, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you, and see you next time. Stay clean. Okay, I have to reply to that, yeah. Quickly get into the DeLorean and jump back so we can do it again. I wish. Alright, see you next time.